Guys, in the previous videos, we have seen how to create 3D objects and geometries in React 3 Fiber. In this video, we are going to explore animations using useFrame React Hook, and we are going to expand our knowledge on how we can animate different 3D objects that we create in React applications. So stay tuned till the end of the video. Now let's go to Visual Studio Code and we can start coding. So guys, I'm here in my Visual Studio Code. I have a new Hello World application running here in my browser, and I also have a documentation of React 3 Fiber open here. So basically we are going to try and build some 3D object here and implement animations on this 3D object using useFrame React hook. To do that, first thing we are going to do is to install React 3 Fiber in the application. So I'll just open a new terminal here and install React 3 Fiber. Now that we have installed React 3 Fiber, we can import few things here into our component. So we can import useFrame from React 3 Fiber. Let's have a look at the application here, and we are also going to import useRef from React. So what we are going to do here is to copy this app function and basically create a new component here, and we are going to name this as rotating cube. So we are going to create a 3D object which is going to be a cube, and we are going to try and rotate it using animations with useFrame. Before we create a rotating cube, we are going to go to our app and we are going to replace this div with the canvas. So basically canvas is an inbuilt component within React 3 Fiber, and we have already seen it in the previous episodes in this series. All the 3D objects that we are going to create, we have to place within canvas for them to appear on the screen as a 3D objects. We also have to import this canvas here at the top from React 3 Fiber. And now inside this canvas, we are going to place our component, which is going to be rotating cube. As of now, we are not able to see rotating cube here because this is still having just a hello world starter code here. So this canvas is also going to need something called camera, and we are going to position this camera at an angle of 4, 4, 4, which is basically X, Y, and Z axis. To be able to see all sides of rotating cube, we have to place a camera at some angle. Let's also place a component here, which is going to be ambient light, which is also inbuilt in React 3 Fiber. And we don't have to import it. We can directly use it here. So now we have a canvas, we have a rotating cube and ambient light placed here. Now we can go and work on this rotating cube component. So we can delete everything that's here, and we are going to create a 3D object by using a mesh. And inside this mesh, we are going to have a box geometry, which is also an inbuilt component in React 3 Fiber. So I have placed a mesh. I have a box geometry here. Now you can already see a cube here. And to this, we can also pass some arguments, which is basically going to be the dimensions of the cube. So let's keep the dimensions as 3. So each side is going to be 3. Now we can see a bigger cube here. To define the color on the sides of the cube, we can use a component which is going to be mesh standard material, and here we can assign a color. Let's say the color is going to be red, so I'm just going to keep it red. Now we can see a cube with a red color. To be able to see clearly all the different dimensions on the sides, we can also place a directional light here. So I'm just going to place another component which is directional light inside the canvas. So if we do that, the light is coming from the top, so we can see all the 4 sides of the cube. We have already covered ambient and directional light in the previous episodes, so I do recommend watching previous episodes to understand ambient and directional light and how they work. So now we have a rotating cube, we have ambient light and the directional light. Now we are going to try and put an animation on this cube using useFrame. Basically, that's the component that we are going to try and animate. So we are going to need some kind of reference on this component. I already have a useRef imported here from React, so I'm just going to create a variable which is going to be mesh reference, and this is going to be using useRef. Initial value is going to be null, and I'm going to be passing this mesh reference as a reference to this cube, which is this entire mesh. So let's pass a reference here, and now we are going to use a useFrame React hook, and that's going to be the syntax of this. Now to rotate this cube on the x-axis, I'm just going to say here that my mesh reference that is basically this entire cube dot current dot rotation dot x. So basically we are going to rotate it on the x-axis. So we are going to increment this by zero point 0.1. So if I save this, basically my cube will start rotating on the x-axis. So what exactly is deciding the speed at which this cube is rotating is the frame rate of the screen that I'm using. So useFrame basically detects whenever frame is rendered on the screen. So basically every render, it's incrementing the position of the cube by zero point 0.1 on the x-axis. If I want to slow down the rotation, I can use 0.01. So this is going to be rotating very slowly now. Same way, if I want to rotate this cube on the y-axis, not on the x-axis, I can change it to y. So this will start rotating on the y-axis now. Let's change it back to the x-axis for now. I can also do rotation on both the axes simultaneously. So if I copy this line and paste it here and change this to y, now you can see this cube is rotating on both x and the y-axis at the same time. To understand how useFrame works is we can check the frame rate of a screen here by going to settings. So if I go to the settings, I can find display settings, and here I should be able to find a refresh rate for my screen. So currently my screen is at 60 hertz, which means frames on my screen refresh 60 times every second. So higher the frame rate, smoother this animation is going to be, because useFrame is a React hook that triggers every time the frame is refreshing on the screen. So for my screen, it's running on 60 hertz, which means it's rendering 60 frames every second here. So basically using this useFrame hook, which triggers on every frame render on the screen, we can build different kinds of animations. So that's all I wanted to cover in this video about useFrame. I'll see you in the next one.